Yeah, no, that was weird for me. Okay, third time's a charm. I guess that's a good thing about like, because sometimes my headphones have done that before, like weirdly at random times, where I have to disconnect them and connect them or whatever. But because I'm playing on like original console or whatever for CC, it doesn't really matter. But I think it's probably to do with, I don't know, somehow where the emulator reads what your native or what your default device is when it disconnects. It's probably like, wait, what the fuck is happening? Keith, what do you think? For the cat fight, do I go for the safe fight where it's attack and defend? Or do I go for the fast fight where it's attack and attack? This game is beautiful, by the way, I agree. Fast, attack, attack. Okay, let's do it. I literally only got one game over my entire casual playthrough, which is actually crazy because I didn't know when I game overed how close I was to the end too. I got a game over literally one screen before the ballroom go to the last place. Yeah, like an animated short, that'd be pretty sick. I agree. So weirdly enough, and this can be seen as like a cop out, but CC kind of hints that this is canon, but like an alternate universe, like an events that happen like in an alternate universe. Make of that what you will. It's more likely it's just a way to tie it in, but like because of dimensional travel and they already deal with alternate universes and shit like that, like it makes like it at least works. So I don't even know, is like our max health 100 in this game? Because it talks about 10 damage taken and 20 damage taken. Do you get to choose? Wait, do you heal naturally? Do you know when you heal? I don't know. I always just either let it, I thought it was random. I thought it was random. I'm still learning a lot about this game. So from doing the fast version of this, we took 10 extra damage. Guy, oh, you're talking about Esmeld, the guy in the catacombs. So there's another place you can heal as well. So you can heal by, I think, doing the fishing line at the statue. I think you can heal by the first time you go and you talk to the lady in the clock room. You can heal, yeah, from Esmeld, like you were talking about, from drinking the tea or whatever. You can also, like, apparently you can heal naturally, just like you can get drop stuff from battles, which I didn't know about till literally just now. If anybody's watching and you want to get into a quick speed game that you can literally just start running just to have a time on the leaderboard as an introduction to speedrunning, do this. There's like 4 people running it right now. And like I said, I literally played the first time on Wednesday and they did my first run last night. Oh, I see. I don't remember where I split up, so I'm just gonna I'm gonna split on this fade out here whenever it fades. I gotta figure out like exactly where my fade outs are. I mean my splits are gonna be. Exactly. I actually do think I split on this fade out last time too. How much faster even is this? Doesn't seem like that much faster. Okay, it's a little bit faster. It really is. And especially once you get like down to like playing, like I said, this is like the second run I'm actually doing. So like, yeah, for sure. Okay, we avoided the first one so far. Oh shit, gotta hit A there. Nice. Yeah. So same thing that we did last time. We had to go. We're basically setting the flag for the game so that it knows that we're looking for the key. I think that if you go to the mirror first and you haven't gone and tried to get in this and you can't do it, I think that probably the key is not there. Like, or the choice to to ask about the key is not there. I did it again. I did it again. I'm actually so mad at myself. I keep, so that's my problem, right? Is I keep looking, like, I keep getting lost in the way these notes are written because they're like, they're not like, it's just like a Word document, right? And so like when you look over, it's kind of hard to exactly tell where you're at right now for me. I did the exact same thing twice. I'm actually so mad that I did that. That's just like a minute wasted for no fucking reason. And it increases your chance of getting into a fight. All right, well, at least I'll know the options for sure. All right, and then we go to the stairs. Okay. Wow. Okay. Keep. What is this? I'm getting this fight again. This is one of the shorter fights. Actually, this is the shortest fight. No, the skeleton. The ahead of me skeleton. Yeah, no problem. Thanks for chilling. We're gonna continue this one though. You know what? This is my punishment for This is my punishment for going up the stairs. Okay. Whatever. Worked out. I wonder how much damage you take from that. Dude, fights are so long. Holy shit. Yeah, we're gonna go down the stairs. We're gonna take a right. We gotta go back to the study. Our Lynx's room. See, I know, like, I already know kind of the layout for this a little bit, but I definitely know where Lynx's room because I always see that text for kid saying that she crinkles her nose in disgust. The room right before this is Riddell's. I'm trying to make a mental picture of like all the rooms up here, through here. So, and then like if you go down the hallway opposite this, like you go to the atrium and shit, which also is like towards the catacombs and stuff, which we'll go to later. And then upstairs on the second floor, you have like, I think when you go to the left up there, you have the ballroom to the left, you have the right, you have a little bit down, you have the clockwork room. No, you have the study, the clockwork room, and the vault. And then upstairs above that, you have the trap room. We're gonna lose time on this split, but it also all depends on encounters. I got like 5 or 6 encounters in my PB, the one run I did. And then also, I accidentally did an extra encounter because I went to the wrong place. I went into the kitchen. Okay, so now we're gonna ask again about the vault key. I definitely didn't know what that meant whenever I played this casually. The fucking mirror on your way out, it's just like, be careful, they know. Yeah, it's very scary. You're just like, wait, pause, what? What do you mean? All right, we're basically almost back to where we were. We're gonna get the... Yeah. Do. Wow, we actually didn't lose as much time as I thought we would. Oh, god damn it, dude. That's scary. Actually, that caught me in my casual playthrough a little bit, and it got me there too. These are actually one of the worst fights you can get. They're pretty dangerous. And even though we can't see our health, we actually do actually have health. It is. You're going to hear a lot more regular. We might even die, actually, because I did the fast strat earlier. So we took extra damage here. Then we got the Geist, which is not a good fight, I believe. And then we got the Griffin, which you don't want to see either. Luckily, though, you can just mash through this text. I mean, it's still long, but... Okay. Yeah, so we're taking a little bit of damage here. This text right here means that like we're not in good shape. We're not almost dead, but we are. For how early this is, that's not good. There are hills that we get, so we just gotta make it to the hills. I'm just also not gonna, since this is already kind of going a little bit badly, I'm not gonna, there's a safety save you can do here. Oh wait, never mind, wait. Game's free, honestly. Key, you said you were leaving? Excuse me? Okay, that one pops up when it says quiet as a dormouse. Or quiet as a mouse at the door. Not a dormouse. What the fuck is a dormouse? Oh, okay, I see. All right, so now we basically unlocked the vault. This is actually new. We finally made it to this point. But yeah, we find the frozen flame in here, along with a whole bunch of other treasure. But we're gonna come to find out that unfortunately it's not that easy, even though we are going to avoid the trap here. Well, at least we think we're going to avoid the trap here. This song is in CC. It came from this. This song is actually called The Frozen Flame. Yeah, you should be. I don't think it'll stop you. I will look at that as soon as I get the chance. Oh no. This part actually did get a chuckle out of me when I played casually. So basically, the alarm just went off, right? And so we know people are coming. And Kid, like, so Surge goes and jumps in a chest. I don't know where the fuck Madrigal goes. He hides in the like darkness. Kid hides in like a pile of treasure. But they hear her move and they're like, "What is that?" And then they're like, "I think there's been rats coming around." So she makes like a fucking rat noise. And they're like, actually, I think it was a cat. And she's like, meow, meow. And then they say, wait a minute. I actually think it was a hecarim or whatever. Yeah, a hecarim. And she's like, what the fuck does a hecarim sound like? Yeah, but they don't fall for that shit. They debate us by fake walking out and they're like, get her. Yeah, everything's gotten 2 PC. They used to be called Hellruns. That's my dad joke of the night. And I'm not even a dad. Yeah, so we mash all the way through this. In Crimson X, I think they talk about hecarim soup. Really? Is that not mentioned like in a CT either? Like hecarim soup? I feel like I've read that somewhere. I haven't played Crimson Echoes and I need to. Oh no. This is also a fight that is apparently dangerous because you can take a lot of damage. We safety save before it, but the choices are easy. We just mash through this. So we can mash through the leeches fights, we can mash through the griffin fights, we can mash through the goblin fights. But you can't mash through the skeleton fights, either one of them, the demon fight, and the other goblin. This is a different kind of goblin. These are like special goblins. I should probably make a split that's like after this, maybe. I don't know. But, however, even though we found out that the Frozen Flame was a fake through here, we at least, by killing these guards, we actually get a hand-shaped plate that we need. That's going to help us with the statue that Keith was talking about earlier. I forget how long some of these fights are, to be honest, but we made it through. I hate that noise. Keith, in my casual playthrough, I got jump scared by the cry of like the griffins or whatever. And then it also happened in this fucking run. They're fucking spooky. All right, so now we need to go all the way back down until we get to the stairs. Yeah, so we're gonna pass this. Pretty sure that one's the clock room or whatever. God damn it, dude. I just talked about this shit. So the only fights I've had... No, this is 2 griffins. Keith, I need you to... Whoever released the griffin farm on me, I need it to stop. I'm glad these enemies aren't in the fucking manor in CC. If I had one of these things jump out at me... I don't know. I already have to deal with CC RNG. That's a scary enough boss. Yo, Brutish, congrats on level 11. Easy, free. Uh-oh. Wait, no. Wow, we got fucked up from that fight. We might die. It depends. It depends on how much we get a heal at Esmeld before we go to the catacombs. Yeah, they're definitely described. Like this game is short, and this game is text based. It's obviously like not meant to be like a big budget thing. But I think that this game, for what it is very good. It's not like thrown together. It feels like there was like some passion in making it. I mean, hell, it led to making CC because they were so passionate about it that they thought this like it should be more. Yeah, so in here, basically they see some fish in this little pond area thing, and then we come to find out they're fucking piranhas, and then to get worse, this entire room is gonna get filled up with water, and so we have to kind of dip out of here. Yeah, fuck these fish. I thought we got into another fight. I was like, oh fuck me. We might not survive another fight. That's the problem. I think we're on our last leg at the moment. So Monka S. Yeah, so basically the item that we picked up off of that guard in the vault room that came in there, one of the goblins, is actually what's going to help us with this statue to get past it. Yeah. No, he's actually like in the description of this game, like even on Twitch, he's described as like cowardly in this game. I don't know if I fully agree with cowardly, but he's definitely more of a scaredy cat than he is in CC because he doesn't say shit, right? He's also very much he's very much in love with Kid in this game, like outwardly in love. The entire time he's just kind of talking about uh like how beautiful she is and like adoring her from afar. Not really afar even. Yeah, he's a creeper. Yeah, so basically what we just did made the water go down in that atrium room, so we can kind of go through now. Yeah, so now we're going to go to the left. We're going to keep going. Yeah, so we realize that we can't get into the catacomb here. It's locked. So we got to get the catacomb key. I'm trying to make sure I don't get lost again here. These notes are wrong here. So, okay. Yeah. So now we're going to go in. So we will get a heal here. So on that one, I'm glad that it says second option or whatever. But like the choices are right path or I think we should try the left path. The choice in the notes here written is second option. I think we should try the right path. It's like a big curveball. But yeah, I wish this guy was kind of in CC. But this music is what ends up getting used for Viper Manor, which is pretty cool. Oh wait, I think I might have skipped one. Whoops. Yeah, I skipped one text, but it's just a little bit slower, I think. I gotta remember there's more text here than what, or more choices here than what I originally think. Yep. There's our heal. And then he's gonna ask us if we want to know if he wants us to tell us where the fucking yeah, is there something that you'd like in exchange? Yeah, so now we gotta tell him a story. W. I think this guy's a really interesting character, though. And he's nowhere to exist in CC that I know of. Alright, but now we're good. Now we can go towards the catacombs. We just gotta go up the stairs first. Yep, now we need to go to the catacombs. Yeah. Well, he is actually supposed to be guarding the armory, but most people in this place don't actually like Lynx. And a lot of them are betraying him. Like Riddell in this game, Lynx has already betrayed Viper and the Acacia Dragoons, which we're about to find out because we're about to actually see another CC character. But Lynx adopted Riddell, but she hates him. And this is Radius. See, he says all the Dragoons, Miss Riddell, even the General, forgive me please, ignoring us, blah blah blah. And like Radius is kind of like going through it, like in this game. Kind of blames himself. So this one we can just say, yeah, it does. Yeah, he definitely is not. He's definitely not the Viper we see in CC. And even then, that Viper was kind of, I mean, let's say Viper radius. He's definitely not the radius we see in CC. And even then, he was also struggling because he like sliced and diced Garai. Okay, now we're gonna go right. Fuck. So we did get another attack, or another encounter here. What the fuck are... I'm getting the fucking, I think, rare encounters. This is another Geist. Oh no, this one's a skeleton. My bad. I'm done. I was reading, I thought that we got the Geist again. I was like, what the fuck? You love the Miguel section? I do too, actually. I got a lot. He actually catches the skull and slams it on the ground and it destroys the skeleton. Pretty badass. Oh, is that what you meant earlier with that's our fun description or whatever? I just put 2 and 2 together. My brain was so late. Wait. Oh wait, no, this is right. Yeah. Yeah, okay. That's right. Alright, so yeah, now this is where we find Riddell. Riddell looks nothing like Riddell in CC. This is actually kind of funny because Riddell's like a small ass child here, and fucking kid finds her and immediately puts a knife to her and starts threatening her. And Sergi's like, "Hey, yo, come on, let's calm it." I don't know why Sergi's Italian in my world, but let's calm down. Sergio, yeah. Yeah, so basically, what we're looking for here is, so we're trying to get information out of Radius, who's basically locked himself in his own mind because he's so guilty or whatever. He feels so guilty. And we're looking for something that could maybe like snap him out of it. We find out that, you know, there might be something in the trap room that we haven't actually gone to in this playthrough, but I did actually go into my casual playthrough first, and you get fucked up for it. But we know about it. But we need the Einleinzer, which is a CC weapon. We need the Einleinzer to basically dispel the trap room so that we can go in there and get the ring, I believe is what it is, for Radius. So that's our current goal. I was going to say, she looks like fucking Princess Peach or something from like the SNES style. Okay, so we're gonna go left. We're gonna head back towards the atrium. Then we're gonna take the stairs because, like I said, we're heading. So we know because of speedrun, and I actually remembered somehow. But like the clock room that we haven't been into yet is actually where the sword is. Wait, why did this freeze? Okay, it's back. Yeah, so basically the text going on in here is basically we remember like that don't touch anything out in here, but we find the sword in here, and then Kid goes over to it and then makes Surge carry it because she says she's a fair maiden and she can't be expected to carry this bulky thing everywhere. I think I actually missed that. Whoops. Damn it, I was moving my OBS and whoops. That's fine. It was just a little bit extra text. Improvements for next time. Yeah, go to the right. Yeah, we're heading to like so the trap room is on the like 3rd floor. And you'll get to see the trap if you haven't seen it before. We're gonna go to stairs. Oh wait, that's not right. Okay, so that's also wrong in the notes. It says it's the second option to open the door. Yeah, it's the first. Glad I remembered that. So yeah, these are some of the things I have to fix like whenever I go to make my own notes. Exactly. Except I'm pretty sure Kid is more of a warrior than Surge in this. Oh shit, I didn't split yet. I'm supposed to split when we get the sword. I completely forgot. But yep, there goes the trap. Monka S. That's true. That's true. But yeah, we basically just thrust this sword into the ground to break the trap. But we find where I believe it's a ring. I'm trying to remember. Let me read, make sure that it's a ring. Oh, it's a shimmering object. Yeah, it's a gold ring, right? So that's what we're gonna bring back to Radius. And this is one of the things where it kind of hints at like Magil being like Magus or however you want to say his name, but it like there's some text there that talks about like I don't remember if it was in the clock room or there, but it talks about them asking, "Did you know the guy who owned the sword? This sword, blah 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 blah," because it's like one of the legendary swords. Yeah. Okay. Yep. So now we're heading, like I said, we're heading back to Radius, which is a little bit of a travel, considering that you can get into an encounter, anywhere through here. I think I split again whenever I come up here. Maybe I'm wrong, but that seems like a good place. When I say go back in, we'll find out by the time we get to. I don't know. I don't have specific areas where I gotta remember where I gotta make conscious effort to remember where I split exactly. But yeah, so we give him the ring, and he still doesn't really snap out of it, but he does hear Kid's voice and thinks that, like, mistakes Kid for Riddell. And so he says something like kind of out loud where he's like, "Oh, you don't remember the secret entrance or whatever?" And then we're like, "Oh shit, tell us about the secret entrance." And then he tells us about hitting the third key in the ballroom that we haven't gone to yet, which leads down to the secret entrance. Okay. Yeah, so we got to go back upstairs, but first we had to come backtrack over here. Luckily, all of these are all the first option to get where we need to go. I think, okay, I'm gonna split when we hit the key, I believe. So maybe I split a little bit early. Maybe like last time for the Radius split, I split whenever we actually got to Radius instead of at the door. But this is a badass song. And it's also in CC. This is like my favorite, this is what I used to say is my favorite CC song, Star Stealing Girl, or The Girl Who Stole the Stars. Yo, no problem. This is almost getting close to getting done. I appreciate you hanging out. Bum, ba-da-dum. Monkas. You guys, when you hear the last boss music, it's gonna be so good. I missed this text last time. Yeah. So one last trap before we get to the last boss. We get trapped in what's called a devil circle. And although the music is just regular battle music, the visuals here are actually really sick. Like whenever I didn't know anything about this game and I like was only watching because of the relay, this is one of the only things that stuck that I remembered whenever I saw it. Sound like Castlevania jams? That's actually kind of true. I'm really excited. I really like whenever we get to the last boss because the music there is so fucking sick. Alright, so we don't actually know from this playthrough because we didn't do it, but if you go to the kitchen and you release the griffin, it tells you like if you're ever trapped in something, remember this, 3 steps to the right, 2 steps to the left, and 2 steps to the right. But it stays the same no matter what, so we don't actually have to go do that. We just have to remember. Okay, no, wait. Okay, the choices do change. That was actually not the 4th option. Okay, interesting. I didn't know that. I'm glad I remembered. 3 steps to the right, 2 steps to the left, and then 2 steps to the right. Okay, yeah, they do change, or at least the first one did. Or maybe it's supposed to say first option and it just says 4th here. I don't remember. The notes might just be wrong. Yeah, this one says 2nd option. That's not right. It takes 2 steps to the right. Okay. Fucking easy. And guess what, guys, now? It just so happens that all the right choices to get the ending that we want here are all first. So guess who can just mash and just enjoy the good music with you guys? Honestly, though, this final boss music is actually my favorite song in the game, I think. That's not also in CC. Not this. This is not it. You'll know. You'll know. Also, Lynx looks more like an aristocrat, not aristocrat, that's funny. Aristocrat in this game than, for some reason, than he does in like CC. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, here we go. Let's go. This reminds me of, like, for some reason, like a Super Mario RPG track. I don't know exactly what it reminds me of, but it reminds me of another game. I think it's Super Mario RPG, but I couldn't really tell you the song. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Yeah, so apparently the pendant that Kid has, if you guys are wondering what the fuck is going on, is apparently the Chrono Trigger. And since he also has the Frozen Flame, which ends up being, like, you know, a prominent thing in CC as well. Like, with both together, he's apparently, like, able to, like, it's like superb power. Ah, I hate that noise. Like, supreme power where he can, like, create universes and shit. Or something of that magnitude. So that's what we're trying to stop. It's kind of wild, like, where this ending goes. Long ago in a far-off kingdom lived a girl. Because of her power, I actually never read this. The kingdom had come to an end, crumbling under its own weight. Many became engulfed in the temporal vortex that was created, never to be heard from again. It's actually scrolling slower than I can read, or slower than what I want to read. But not the girl. She lived on, enduring a much sadder fate, running from her past and fearing her future. She wanted nothing more than to be swallowed up in the surging waves of the vortex of time. Frozen Flame, tell me the story faster. Text faster. Hating what she'd done, refusing what she said or heard, to simply continue living was her curse. But the stone, it had other plans for her. Turning back the hands of her clock, scattering her memories, she was granted another chance. Since the precious stone was in her possession, she carried with her all its will and power. And so, she was born into this era, returning to reality as a mere infant. I think that part is slightly true also in CC. Because in CC, wait, and with that, the fragments of the shattered chrono trigger fall to the ground softly. The cavern forcefully. Okay, that was. I'm not reading that fast. That one was too fast. This is a wild, like, end screen. Losing all sense of reality and presence, I become engulfed in this realm, drifting aimlessly through the ages. The world flows, time dissolves, and people live and die. Can see it all within this mysterious ocean, the origin of time. Every one of life's tranquilities is here. I can see myself as a baby, crying at my mother's side, where she gives a warm, proud grin. I can see myself as an old man, softly smiling, knowing that death will come soon. That's kind of infinite versions of myself extend like ghosts throughout the endless corridor of time. Everywhere I look, I see another life, another era. In this unfolded existence, I see countless lives and countless dreams, resting in eternity. A kind voice calls out to me. A single song. This is a beautiful song. I actually have no sense of time for how long like the end credits are, so I don't know exactly how, like, if we saved any more time or if we're gonna end at like a 107. I forget how long the end credits is. Or not the end credits, like the ending scene. We split before the credits. Just kidding, it's not over. I'm not gonna lie, I J-baited myself. I forgot this was... Yeah, there's several endings to this game also. Apparently the fastest one is where you literally, and I accidentally did this in my playthrough. It came to the choice and I was like, oh fuck, what do I choose? And it's like, oh, I didn't choose fast enough. And if you do nothing, kid dies. That's the ending you get. It's the fastest. And it actually goes to roll credits. It's not like game over. It like rolls credits. Well, so we're on the screen where we will split on this fade out. The question is it going to be a 107? Or is it going to be a 106? Well, she just kind of dies still, or she kind of goes somewhere. I'm not sure exactly. But, like, at least does this. Oh, that's 106. GG. Almost a 10-minute PB. Can't wait for the diminishing returns on this. That was fun. I'll probably keep doing this. Definitely time to save. I didn't do any safety saves, so we can't save time that way. But we got into 4 encounters. 2 of them were griffins, I believe. One was a geist. One was a skeleton. I also, the one where we had the vault key, I walked up the stairs because I chose the wrong choice, and we had to walk back down, so it was literally like a free minute. I'm enjoying this though. And it's going to be a nice thing to add. It's really nice right now to like, I mean, I also have FF9, but like FF9 is also a commitment. But it's nice to kind of just be like, I can just play a shorter, I have a short game I can run right now that I am enjoying at the moment. And I'll keep doing it as long as like, besides just like in the chrono marathon that I plan I want to do, I'll keep doing this as long as I can keep it at least somewhat entertaining. It's a little bit of a challenge making a text-based game to be like entertaining enough to want to stick through, but also not take away from the experience because the game is fucking sick. I am gonna let the ending play through. But yeah, I appreciate you guys hanging out for it. But if you guys want to stick through the credits, I'm just gonna let the credits play and everything, so that because I'm just doing a local recording, because I probably will put this one on the board just so there's more people on the board. And then we're going to probably raid somebody. Who are we gonna raid? That's a good question. Let me see. This song right here, and I think it's just that instrument right there, it reminds me of if you guys have ever played Tetris Attack and you beat the game and you're running on the rainbow. So maybe that's a niche. Maybe that's a niche thing. Okay, for anybody who's still here and awake, would you guys rather watch A Link to the Past Rando or more Chrono Cross? Because if not, I'm just gonna send it to I guess A Link to the Past. I'm trying to think. No, I'll send it to Carbon. I'll send it to Carbon. Doing CC. I'll probably be not probably. I almost definitely will be on tomorrow, and we'll do more CC. And then sometime in this, like in the next couple of days, I'm going to do probably like a big D-Rust FF9 run. That way I just have, even if I'm not like hard grinding one, I always have a choice of games that I want to speedrun whenever one's pissing me off. Also, it's 3 in the morning for me. Finn. So, GG. That was fun.